is still out and about shaking me up. Literally, he shook my head. For some reason, didn't even know he could do that. Kind of a jump scare. Don't do that again, bud. And then I went back to chopping down some trees so I could force some more trades with our lovely villagers and enchant my boots with Prot 3, Unbreaking 3, Depth Strider 3. That was a fairly good day, except for the Herobrine thing. Now, it's been a few minutes since I've done anything other than villagers and kind of just focused on surviving. One thing I do need to do is continue to expand out my base. And one thing we had before I made the bunker was a mine shaft. But we don't have that anymore, so I decided to make one. No, it never actually connected to my old mine, but it's gonna be fine. Basically, what I'm doing is mining out a 3x3 section all the way down to diamond level. That's gonna be the goal, at least, except for the fact that it takes forever to mine through everything. I mean, it literally takes forever. I have an efficiency for diamond pickaxe, and the minute I get like 5 blocks deep, it's dark as all get out. And then I have to make a staircase, which I use spruce for because it looks great, but seriously, this is a really weird job to have. Throughout the entire time that I had been doing this, I didn't even reach Deep Slate. Like, things were not going well for ya boy. Alongside the fact that I was using all of my extra spruce wood on stairs. Who needs stairs? I don't need stairs. There's like elevators and stuff now, so why do I have to do this? Day 47, I had the idea to start off my day by re-rolling some villager trades. However, one of them turned evil on me, which meant I had to kill him, and then a raid spawned in, which meant I had to stop it. At first, I didn't really care too much about it, because, like, I'm in a bunker. But the thing is, none of the villagers would cooperate with me because of the, raid tag above our heads. So it took me a long time, a basic waste of a day, for me to get an 18 emerald trade for a mending book from a villager. And yet that raid is still going on, and it was really annoying, so I decided to finally fight it. Each stage was pretty easy. In fact, it was never really a struggle. Sure, a couple times I got hit, and sure, there was a Ravager, but this big ol' oaf can't really hurt me. I have good gear now. But after the raid, I was rewarded with Hero of the Village, so I can even trade with the villagers more efficiently now. And after stacking up some more levels, I enchanted a sword with Sharp 3 and Looting 2 on it. Awful, but not bad. However, I would like some more levels, so I continued to trade with the Fletchers and realized we had plenty of them, so I decided to put some more into their permanent cells. Good luck, have fun, you'll no longer be moving. Back to the enchanting, I got a Notch's Blessing sword, which I didn't really know what it does until I read that it did more damage on its own without sharpness. Now the idea though is that I can pair this with sharpness and get an even better sword, which will also work against cursed beings. And since everything is so cheap right now, I went back to chopping trees for the cheap emerald trades because I am greedy. I also enchanted a Fortune 2 diamond pickaxe and then started to re-roll my villagers to try and get sharpness. Yeah, probably shouldn't have turned it down last time. But after doing it for so long, I realized I really shouldn't be wasting my time right now while I still have Hero of the Village. Which meant I went back up to do some more trees and get some more trades going. And in the end of that time, I wasn't actually able to combine my swords. Apparently, Notch's Blessing and Sharpness do not work together, even though I really want them to. Another unfortunate thing is that a villager decided to be possessed again. I still don't know who's doing this to them, Herobrine, but anyway, the issue with it is that it started another raid, so we have to do this again. This is round 2 of trying to kill off another raid. Still very thankful that it's easy to take out these guys, but halfway through, one of the random pillagers decided to get lost, I guess, or evade me, so I checked cave after cave trying to find him, and I just never could, so I got bored and decided not go for him again. At one point, I really thought he was in a tree, but that gave me an idea. Let's go back to chopping trees, because I still have Hero of the Village from the last time. But no amount of tree cutting got rid of the raid tag at the top of my screen, and I really thought it would have despawned by now, but since it didn't, I decided to go look for him. I found him in a very random, very deep, very skinny hole. I don't even know why he went down here. But that restarted up the raid again and I got to fighting. Thankfully, again, this stuff is fairly easy. Even the Ravengers don't do that much damage. After the entire thing, other than extending my Hero of the Village, I was just upset by the broken farm. Like, seriously, did you guys have to trample my crops? But shocker, I take advantage of my greed and continue to trade up all the trees that I chopped down. It's a great cycle getting these green gems. Speaking of green gems, I need a couple more guys in their holes, so I grabbed a Fletcher and put him in his eternal prison, and then did the same thing with a librarian I'm gonna have to re-roll. But after that, I got to contemplating, how many emeralds do I actually have? Well, I crafted up 53 blocks of it, so I think we're doing alright. I may have also bought a lot of mending books to add to my gear when it's maxed, but it's still not maxed. What we really need is Prop 4, which I'll go for in a minute. But right now, I still got stick trades to do because we have Hero of the Village. After gaining some more profit, we were on the re-rolling, which is always a fun process. But I did end up getting Prop 4 and started combining all of those books with my mending books because we don't actually need Unbreaking this time. I was really lucky with enchants for some reason. But the combining process is going to be so many levels that I just do not have right now. So to aid me in my pursuit, I went back to stick trades for more levels. I'm not even focused on the green gems anymore, I'm focused on the green particles that shoot out of them. Wait, how does this process work? After getting enough levels, I combined one of my books to get an Efficiency 5, Unbreaking 3, Fortune 3, Mending pickaxe. Took me long enough to max one of my tools, but then I spent some more time cutting down the trees since we still have Hero of the Village. I really should be focused more on the fact that this world is haunted by creepy things, but yet I am still satisfied chopping down a spruce tree. Speaking of creepy, there's an H on my property now, like a Herobrine H, I'm assuming. He's trying to spell out his name throughout these 100 days, but it took him 50 to place the H. So I guess we'll just get rid of it. And then a silverfish spawned. And yep, you saw that right, I am now TP'd into the middle of nowhere. Didn't know he played tricks on me like that, but thankfully we were still next to the Woodland Mansion, so it can't actually take you too far away from your original destination. But that really did hinder me. I can't believe he just teleported me like 1,000 blocks away. Herobrine is more of a stalker than I thought. Wait, is this his sign of becoming friends? Back at base, I went ahead and added in our final villagers to the stalls that we had previously created. To no one's shock, we're re-rolling. But at this point, you think I'd still be going for sharpness. However, I'm going for feather falling because it is way better. It's like the most underrated enchant you could probably get. I would take feather falling 4 over any prop 4 piece of gear any day of the week. But with the gear we have, I figured today was a good day to go and grind the night for some dark metal. Or maybe fight the Man of the Fog. I haven't really decided what I want to do. But after all this time, our gear is set in stone, so we gotta take on the night. However, as it fell upon us and I ran around looking out for mobs, I saw nothing. Nothing was spawning. Turns out the text at the beginning of the night, the white moon had spawned, made my life easier. But it kind of hindered me because this was the one time I actually wanted the fight. But I guess white moons mean no bad monsters spawned. This could have been really, really nice during that raid. But there is still one place I haven't conquered, the mansion, so I headed over there to fight the stuff inside instead. To no one's shock, everything in there was actually quite easy to fight. Even the evokers stood no chance against me, but it was nice to get some more totems. When I was really starting to feel my adventure itch, even if the nighttime hadn't satisfied it, I'm gonna walk around and see what's near our base. While wandering, I saw some stuff floating out in the ocean. Figured it was a shipwreck, but why not swim out to it? This is the scariest sight ever, but when I got to the shipwreck, it was literally nothing, so I went back. Then I found another drowned temple that we saw basically at the beginning of the video, and I got some like iron, gold, fireworks, some gilded golden armor, and a Prop 4 book, which was great, but I already had a villager. Then I stumbled into another village, basically on the opposite side of where we got our original villagers from. Lucky them, because I totally would have stolen them. There, Herobrine stalked me with his E. He put down another E, like a letter. He's spelling himself right now, but he's on E. I decided, you know what, why not let it random teleport me? Shocker, I'm in the middle of the ocean, but right where I was before, so my adventuring itch is gone, because he just teleported me where I already was. But then I remembered something. I haven't been to the Nether once at all. Like, I haven't even thought about it yet, so I went ahead and grabbed some obby before I went home. I did grab a little extra because I had the perfect design I wanted to use in the base, and when I got home, I placed it in, and now we have the ability to go to the Nether, which is exactly what we're doing day 57 and day 58. We are headed inside of hell. Right when I got inside, lava was dripping right above our portal, but that's an issue for later. Instead, the coolest part was the fortress, sitting right next to our portal. How lucky am I? I built up to the top, and shocker, everything was trying to kill me, so I killed back, you know, getting some blazes, looting the place as well, gathering some nether warts, soul sand, iron, and diamonds. The loot here was not too bad, but there's more in the Nether that I want to check out, alongside the fact that there are different mobs in the Nether I want to check out. So my adventuring itch has not been satiated. We will continue on, which is where I found a bastion. But one that I'm not really good at looting. I only really know the treasure bastion, so the gold trophy one is new to me. However, I did manage to steal said gold trophy. Then while wandering, I found a small demon thingy, I don't even know what the heck this is, and located a pigman, which is great because I wanted to start trading with them. At some point, I'll have to head into the end and fight the dragon. Still an easier boss than Herobrine, but, you know, we gotta go. So after waiting for a little bit, we got odds and ends I probably won't need, but we did get some pearls, and we have the blaze rods from earlier killings, so it's time to head out of here. However, I will return, because I still want dark metal, which requires netherite. You know one project I haven't touched in days? The mine shaft. I haven't even thought about it, actually, so it's time to get back to the production of it. Somehow, I still haven't made it to diamond level, so I grabbed some more lanterns from the villagers and started mining down into a cave of terror. Yeah, that's right, we did hit deep slate, just not the deep slate I wanted to hit. Right below me is probably the biggest and scariest cave we have seen yet, and it was right below my base. I don't